Teaching Jieh Dao, one element at a time.
So now next we're going to move on to our next segment, which is offense, defense. We're going to have Shidza come in, and we're basically it's going to be an exchange of the offense and defense and counter. Okay, so let me push this bag away so we have more space. Kicking is a long range. Range description is we have 4 ranges, okay? 4 contact range, and we have 1 non-contact range. Long range, the description is the length where my leg reaches the closest part of the opponent. Okay, my extended leg basically reaches. Now I talk about in our book, the book I released, Jieh Dao, the fundamental, the ranges, and we have overlap ranges. So the outer part of the range, the closer medium part of range, and as it gets closer, okay, let's move on this side so we make sure we're in the middle. So outer, the mid, the closer, and then the sticky grappling on the ground. So the length of the leg determines the longest range, contact range. The length of the hand extension determines the punch boxing. I notice I'm very careful with the terminology, punch boxing as opposed to just period boxing, because hand fighting in our Jieh Dao, it's in our logo as well, in description in Chinese, is hand fighting, it's not just punch boxing. The closest from my elbow to the opponent is basically what I call half a hand range. That's our trapping range, where we actually are executing a lot faster movement. After that is standing, we're grappling, we're touching, okay? That's standing grappling, and of course we get into ground grappling. 5th range is psychological range, where there's no contact, we're just looking and listening and talking. That's invocation for fights. A lot of people, actually a lot of fights start that way with visual, and of course, as Christian, we avoid those things, and we have self-control because we're drawn into a battle, and we try to avoid that. That's actually the range that is a lot easier to get away from the fight than get into it. So psychology of it, I'll cover that in some other segments. But basically, when we are in one range, we can get like accordion, get close and far, okay? So in this segment, I want to get close and far to some degree. We're going to work on mirror footwork. Now, if we go right to right, this is complementary footwork. I've covered the footwork in some degree in other lesson. If you go one side, go left lead, okay? I go right. This is mirror. So if you stand in front of mirror, we have mirror on that side. When you look at yourself, that's exactly what you look like on the other side. So description has meaning again in Jieh Dao. Mirror footwork. So if we're getting kicked, again, offense, defense, and counter in this case, if we're getting kicked on the midsection, what do I do? Let's say, we're not training with pad anymore. Somehow we get kicked, okay? So when I'm getting kicked on the midsection, basically I'm just midsection is right in my hip. So I'm going to drop and take it with this cushiony part of my hand, which it can take punishment. So I basically drop it over where my kidney is, right in front of it on the side, and kind of take the energy up. So we're going to drill that a little bit, not necessarily 1 through 10 and 1 through 10 on each side, just enough for you to see the exchange and what that means. Offense, and I'm doing defense in this case, and then we're going to add counter later. Okay, again, so midsection, nice and smooth, go fight here, pivot, just like you do with the rear hook. First, you don't kick as hard, okay, because it's flash as opposed to foam. Go kick, boom. So you just basically train yourself to meet the target as it's coming. Let's reverse roll here, okay? You go right, I go left. I'm gonna do the same. You're gonna take it and I'm pull up, okay? So same thing. I'm coming back here. Ooh, coming back. Boom. Come back here. Just take it to the cushion. Come back. You notice the kicking. By the way, it's a lot easier if you go a little bit faster. I'm not saying go warp speed, just enough to keep your balance back and forth, okay? Drop, good. Again, drop, good. Let's go back. We don't need to do it right. So I'm right lead, partner, Shiz is left lead. We don't need to go reverse. You get the picture, you practice it on your own. Offense and defense. Now I want to add a counter, okay? When I'm getting kicked, I want to go lean forward a little bit. Now I talk about range. I'm in a kicking range, okay? I can't reach him. It's too far from me, okay? When I'm getting kicked, so what I want to do is step forward tiny bit. This is non-stepping, non-stepping, stepping, okay? As I'm getting kicked tiny bit, and I'm going to basically shoot my palm forward. Again, go. 1, always do it based on 1, 2, 3 to build a rhythm. Ready, go 1, 2, 3. So basically what this is hand locks up, palm shoots right to the chest. It's effective because the leg is in motion. If we're just standing static, don't move, if I do that, he's going to give me some resistance. Okay? Yes, I can do that. Yes, you know, a lot of fights, like, you know, they do this. There's resistance. But what happens is when you get into motion, fighting, kicking, one leg is up, one leg is down, you have half balance to deal with. Woo! I go forward. I take it and shoot the palm right to the chest. Try not to bend the arm. You lock it as you take it, boom, you go forward. Again, let's do it on count of 3. Ready, go 1, 2, okay, 3, whoo, off balance. That's a counter. That's where we open up the space from long to, well, actually I'm long, I get in the mid, and depends on how hard I push, I throw the partner out, okay? Real quick, let's go 3 each. Actually, we just do a 3 practice here. On a count of 3, do the same. I go 1, 2, 3. Yes, again, ready. Okay, 1, 2, whoo, see that? One more time. Go back a little bit. Ready, go, 1, shh. Now you notice I'm kicking high. I really should be kicking here. Hip. So drop lower. 1, yes. 2, keep the front hand high. So as you go in, you don't want to drop the hand down. So you go down, keep this hand up. Start again, ready, go 1, yes. 2, 3, yes. Back and forth, do a set on right lead and then switch, reverse, I'll go right, partner go left, I kick with the rear on my left, okay? Let's do the next set. So this is the case I'm pulling in, all right? Now there's a case I want to pull out. I talk about range again for this reason. So kick, as you're kicking me, if I'm static, I'm taking it in. If I step forward, I'm entering, okay? If I don't step forward, I step out, I enter out, I exit. Pull in, pull out, okay? So in this case, I'm just going to pull out. So we do count of 3, 1, okay, 2, 3. So what am I doing? I'm sliding back, I'm reverse sliding. In motion, I'm pairing out. Hit, sliding back, in motion, I'm pairing out. Now you say you can't do that. It's kick is heavy coming at me. Hand moves faster than the foot. So if he can kick me really fast, I can move my hand double or 3 times as fast as his leg, right? So it's much more conceivable to parry out than actually stay in and taking it. I'm not saying that you can't do that. Obviously, that's what we just went over. But to get out of the zone, okay, to get out of this zone, it's a lot easier for me to parry out while I'm in motion because hand moves really quick. So again, it's only defense or offense and defense only. We haven't added a counter yet. So on the count of 3, I'll take it. Ready, go 1, okay, 2, okay, 3. Ooh, I parry out. You notice as I parry out, the leg swings forward. If depends on how hard you parry, leg lands hard or maybe even get off balance and maybe can't really land, and we're going to take advantage of that in a second. Again, ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, boom. Okay, let's do it on this side. I feed you. Okay. Same thing, you elbow, and then as you reverse sliding, you parry out. Ready? Go 1, I'm going to take it low. 2, 3, yes. Try to parry out hard, okay? Try to get this, basically throw the leg out. Let's go 2 more times. Ready? Go 1, okay? 2, 3, yes. Last time, throw as hard as you can. Ready? Go 1, ooh. 2, 3, yes. So the synchronizing of reverse slide at the same time you parry. You don't want to slide and parry. Obviously you cannot really parry because you're getting hit. You're in line of attack. As you're exiting, you're opening the gap, boom, you throw the leg out, okay? Last segment, let's take advantage of that and add a counter, okay? So as I go, 1, 2, 3, I throw, freeze. He's right behind me, his back. Low side kick, boom, to the calf. Okay? So as I hit, obviously either he'll collapse, fall down, or get thrown to the front. Okay? Okay? 1, 2, 3, ooh, boom. As he's landing, right about the time he's barely landed, bang, kick. Right at the cavity, right about, you don't want to kick too hard. I mean, it depends on where you kick, really. Preferable kick is the bent area so that the lower base bends, cause them to collapse. Collapse in terms of the height. If I want to throw him forward, I kick him in the back, on the hip. My purpose, I want him to go down, okay? Gives me superiority, he's on the floor, I'm standing. It gives me some advantage for counter. 1 more time, ready? 1, 2, ooh, right there, land. So obviously he's not gonna be standing. He's not a log of wood or cement. As I kick, boom, he's gonna go down, yeah. So let's practice that. I'll give you 3 sessions of the same thing. Ready? 1, 2, 3, boom. Yeah. Try to touch a little bit, okay? We're not made out of marshmallow. You can hit a little bit. Feel this tension here, not hard. We're not geared, just enough. You can even do bare feet, but I'd rather do it on the shoes, with the shoes, okay? Simulating real life. 1, 2, 3, boom. You want to go out and then come in. Exit, clear the path, boom. Shot right to the low side. Ready, go 1, 2, 3, boom, to the low side. Okay? So that's it for this segment. Review, single rear hook, double rear hook, sideline push-off, multiple kicks, offense, defense, empty hand, counter on the kicking range, elbow tick up, elbow tick, basically enter with the palm straight up. Don't go finger, so you're gonna break your finger. Shoot the fingers up as you go forward. Lock this arm, cause a nice little log, straight, linear shot to the chest, throw them back, that's the counter. Exit after you elbow take, parry out, counter, come back with a low side kick, cause a collapse, okay? Thank you so much, God bless you as you continue education, Jieh Dao, and we'll see you next session of our phase 1 lessons. See you next time.